for the soul. That's awful.
Hey, it is pretty good though, I think.
I don't.
Welcome back to the show.
Hi, how you doing?
Hopefully you guys are having a great day. We had such a wonderful week last week with all of like the wonderful temperatures. I've been like super. I'm like a summer person, 100% of the time. Like I'm not those people like those people that are like, oh, it's hot. I can't wait until it's colder. And then like winter comes, they're like, oh, I'm cold. I can't wait until no, not me, not me. I don't like the cold. I love the hot. I know there's a lot of people out there. Probably most of you guys like are into extreme sports like snowmobiling. But I would be much, much happier on a beach or something somewhere, just walking along with my toes in the sand, just having a good time. But we had like 70 plus degrees, and then like the last couple of days has been like 40 and 50.
It's
I think
awful.
It's going to be even cooler.
It is, yeah.
Like
It's supposed to get cooler.
But no, I'm having a good week. How about you?
Well, it's certainly been a week. It's been an interesting week.
And a great week. For those of you just chiming in, I'm going to put a link to our Discord. I'm not going to put a link to our Discord. Here we go.
Now he's going to put a link.
I still can't put a link. What?
Oh, there it is. There they all are.
Oh.
Input lag.
That's not it. That's somebody else's.
Come on.
That's somebody else's webpage.
You have an issue? So how are you guys doing today?
There's a link to our Discord channel. We had like a huge announcement this week for the first time ever. I don't know. You want to? I don't want to like get into the particulars or details, but we started this as a hobby. So
basically, yeah.
Dyer and I got together, and this is several months ago. We had the whole COVID outbreak, and it seemed like every news thing that I was watching, not only was it just talking about COVID and how bad it was, I felt like I was being like they were over-exaggerating.
Yeah.
And it made it seem like everybody was dying of the plague, and we were all going to die. And it was mostly doom and gloom.
Yeah,
and
that's all it was.
We started this show to bring good news, right?
Yep.
I enjoyed looking for it. There's a lot of good news actually out there once you sift through it. And so this kind of started as just a something to just spread hope and happiness, right?
I mean, basically.
Yeah.
That's what we do in our hour of time here.
I like the warm fuzzies, that feeling.
The warm fuzzies.
It's like
you get the warm fuzzies.
It's like sitting here and get the warm fuzzies with the warm, gooey chocolate chip cookie. That's the kind of feeling that we're trying to portray. And so for the first time ever since the show, I guess, we like made money. We had somebody in the past actually donate some equipment, and we do appreciate that.
And it's helped out a bunch.
This time we had actual income coming in, and it was significant in 7 days.
It was definitely. I never expected to make a dime out of this.
I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to. I didn't expect to. It wasn't something I wanted.
Yeah, but the notes that I got, one in particular, I do appreciate the comment, and so we appreciate you. We hope that Alex is enjoying his Xbox. I know that, like I said in the message that I sent out earlier, we hope to do a lot more smaller giveaways this coming season.
Yeah, just, little things like gift cards and whatnot.
Yeah, if there's something that you guys would like to see, we're thinking like Amazon gift cards and iTunes gift cards and stuff like that. Something that's easy to send electronically without having to mail.
Yeah, definitely.
For all those of you that are buying swag, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
You're gonna put Andrew through through college.
Yeah, you're gonna put me through college with this, and it's comfy. Like, I can't complain about anything.
I don't know.
It's nice and smooth on the outside, but it's all nice and like fluffy on the inside. And
warm
it's
and
very
fuzzy.
Comfy. Exactly.
The feeling we're trying to go for. So we want to start the show out by thanking you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for continued support. We are happy to be here. We're happy where this is going, and we look forward to you guys all coming along with us.
Yeah.
So today is National what day? What'd you say was?
So there's a few national days. So today is National Chicken Soup for the Soul Day.
Okay.
National.
I feel really bad that I don't have a self-improvement plan for today.
National French Dip Day.
Okay, I could go on that.
See, I don't know if I've ever had French dip.
Really?
I don't think so.
Basically an Italian beef.
And National Pizza with the Works Except Anchovies Day. That's an actual thing.
That's very specific.
I did not make that up. That is very incredibly specific.
Wow.
They singled out anchovies on this day.
If you had a pizza with everything, including anchovies, you would be out of the loop. Just like us.
But I like Pizza with the Works, but hold the anchovies. Yeah. And you're in. That's how you do it.
Oh, man. So,
it's been interesting. It's been an interesting day.
Oddly, I'm hungry.
Oddly, you're hungry?
And so my very first appointment today, no joke,
all right,
I was standing on top of a Pizza Hut.
On top of Pizza
No joke. I had no idea it was National Pizza Without Anchovies
So
Day.
you were called out to work on a Pizza Hut.
Well, we're going to give them an estimate and probably redo their roof. But yeah, and so now I feel like I should have gone in and, bought something. Yeah, something maybe with the works minus anchovies.
Yeah, exactly, right? Anchovies are terrible. I hate anchovies.
I can honestly say I've never had them.
I haven't had just straight anchovy, but I've tasted how some things leave the taste on a food.
Yeah.
I've tasted what anchovy left on a food, and I didn't like it.
Yeah. So my grandpa used to get them in the little tins and would roll them back, and I've never been. I've tried lots of different things, and so I was going to eat one, because, it was he was eating, and I was like, I'll eat an anchovy.
No, nice little fish. No.
So I got it, and I was going to, and I knew what it was. Yeah. It was a fish. I watched him eat it. I was
fish,
fine.
You do it, yeah.
I grabbed it. I was going to, and I picked it up, and I look at it, and there's its, eye.
Yeah, and it's staring at you, just the one eye.
And it was I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, because it watches you.
It's yeah. But now, if you could have more than one grandpa, or more than two, I guess it's not really possible. But if you could, and I cracked one of those open, I could hear my grandpa like those seagulls in Finding Nemo.
He just comes, mine. What you doing touching my anchovy?
I know. Well, today is National Pizza Day.
National Pizza with the Works Except Anchovies Day.
Yeah. Chime in if
you want to go with French dip then? Just leave it as National French Dip Day.
We're going to do French dip. Actually, we're having stew.
Stew, yes.
Yeah.
Beef stew.
Beef stew. So.
With the works, but no anchovies.
I think we're going to do beef stew, and then for dessert, we're going to have to order Pizza Hut with the works. Have to go get something.
But no anchovies.
No anchovies. You have anything to start us out with or anything else?
No. But I know you got something. You got something. You got an important man who won something recently.
Oh, okay. Well, switching over to the good news, I guess. If you're gonna jump the gun on me.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm jumping the gun on you.
The first article. Let me see if I can get this over here. Will this? Can I do that? Oh, that's not bad. Okay, I can work with that.
All right.
My first article today is this guy.
This man.
Yes.
The man
He's an athlete with Down syndrome. Makes history as first to finish an Ironman race, and he gifts the medal to his mom.
Aren't the Ironman race medals made of solid material?
I don't know, but I know that this is just this is the kind of article that truly gives me the warm fuzzies that we were talking about earlier. Clocking in at just 16 hours, 46 minutes, and 9 seconds, just 14 minutes shy of the 17-hour cutoff time, triathlete Chris Nikic didn't finish with the fastest time when he recently completed his first Ironman race, but he did set a new world record.
So, after his first race, he set a world record.
First race,
set a world record.
Yeah. This past Saturday, and that's this last Saturday.
This last Saturday.
After swimming 2.4 miles, the 21-year-old Floridian cycled 112 miles, then ran 26.2-mile marathon to become the first competitor with Down syndrome to successfully cross the finish line in the 42-year history of the Ironman race.
And that's something.
I can honestly say wholeheartedly that I couldn't do any one of those things. I don't
I'm
think
not
I
gonna
could
pretend
do
I could either.
half of even one of those things.
Because that's half of the cycling. That's 56 miles.
Now, honestly, truly, the 112 miles of bicycling, I'm probably almost to 112 miles in my lifetime.
Isn't that... How much is Le Mans?
I don't know.
I think it's a... That sounds close to Le Mans.
Well, I'll continue on. You have to shatter barriers while proving without a doubt that anything is possible, tweeted the official Ironman Triathlon organization. We are beyond inspired, and your accomplishment is a defining moment in Ironman history that can never be taken away from you. For his awe-inspiring efforts, Nikic also earned himself a place in the Guinness Book of World Records as the first person with Down syndrome to become an official Ironman. Being the first person with Down syndrome is a great feeling, Nikic told Today. Prior to the event, I can prove to kids that if I can do it, they can do it too. What's so funny?
Because I forgot for a second that he was talking about the race, so I just he thinks he's the first person to ever have Down syndrome.
No. First person with Down syndrome is a great feeling to win it, yeah. Nikic's father, Nick, which is kind of funny, right?
That's funny. Nick Nikic.
Hopes that parents of other children with Down syndrome who see what his son has achieved will be inspired. We want them to realize earlier that their child is a blessing and they can live an amazing life, he told Today. As important as taking on the physical and mental challenges of an Ironman were to Nikic, he had several compelling reasons for entering the competition. He might not have been carrying a banner, but the message he took across the finish line with him was clear. To Chris, this race was more than just a finish line and celebration of victory, his dad told the BBC. Ironman has served his platform to become one step closer to his goal of living a life of inclusion, normalcy, and leadership. It's about being an example to other kids and families that face similar barriers, proving no dream or goal is too high. If Chris can do an Ironman, he can do anything.
So you got a movie deal?
Yeah,
He's got at least two more movies coming then.
at least.
He did one Iron Man. There's gonna be at least two more.
Done like 3 Iron. Oh no, multiple Iron Man show.
Yeah.
He should be the new Iron Man.
He's the new Iron Man.
Get this guy a thing. I don't know. It's amazing because honestly, truly, if I were to train this entire year, I still don't think I could do it.
Well, who knows how long he's trained for?
It's amazing that you can really truly, and this isn't just Iron Man, but anybody, set a goal and work hard to achieve it and don't give up.
Yep.
You know, and there's going to be a lot of people along the way that are going to tell you you can't do it, and you
should give up.
You
this
swallow
isn't
it.
For you.
Don't give up and keep going, man. And you too can be a streamer. Nikic trained between 4 to 6 hours a day to prepare for the grueling event, and the training paid off. Even after suffering a fall from his bike during the second leg of the race, he called on his inner reserve of strength to get back up, keep going, and get the job done. Goal set and achieve, Nikic posted to the delight of social media posse, including the 33,000 new Instagram followers. Time to set a new and bigger goal for 2021. One of Nikic's biggest fans, all-time tennis great Billie Jean King, tweeted the perfect response: "No limits, no boundaries. Keep dreaming big and go for it, Chris." With the hopes of competing in the 2022 Special Olympics scheduled on his home turf in Orlando, it looks as if Chris Nikic has plenty of big dreams yet to come true. As for that medal he won for completing one of the world's most grueling triathlons, he gifted it to his mom.
What about Nick Nikic?
Nick Nikic. So
That's a wonderful name. I like Nick Nickick.
I was at this seminar. We were looking at. I was learning about video broadcasting
All right.
and audio and all that stuff that
Yep.
goes with it. And this guy walks up. My friend. I mean, you guys all know. I've already messed up so much, but you know our real names.
Yeah.
My name is Matt. Matt. And so I was at this event with my friend Brad, and this guy walked up, and I can't remember what his name was. It was like, I think his name, believe it or not, was Stan Stanley.
Stan Stanley.
And he's like, hi, da da da. We were shaking hands, and he's like, hey, my name's Stan Stanley. And at first I thought he just stuttered, to get his name out.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah. So I was like, hey, my name is Matt Matthews. And this is my friend, Brad Bradley. And the guy looked at me, and he wasn't laughing. And then I realized, I was like, oh.
Yeah, oh, you didn't stutter.
Oh, that's your real name.
Okay.
That's,
Ooh.
yeah, it's actually Nick, N-I-K, Nickick, N-I-K-I-C.
Nick Nickick.
Who would name their kid that? I'm not going to say anything.
Stanley.
I'm not going to say anything because his son, who's like one of the Iron Men,
Yeah.
definitely whooped me.
Yeah.
Like with one hand by today. So I guess
Just
it's
grab you with one hand and swing you around like a rope.
trying to keep that one to myself.
I'll say he ran an Iron Man. He'll just bike here.
I know. So, next article. 11-year-old artist is spreading kindness, making flags of gratitude for veterans and health workers.
For veterans and health workers.
Veterans and health workers. You
All
can
right.
put the thing up. This is one of the. It's like a picture of her flags hanging around like a. I don't know, floral, whatever, outside this building. Morris Township is your typical New Jersey town. There's a fire department and a police department. There's a medical center and fun stores and lively restaurants. Thanks to the work of super creative girl since the pandemic hit in March, frontline staff in the area have been finding some very special items outside their workplace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, I got 5 pictures, okay?
Yeah, you got 5 pictures.
1, 2. These flags of gratitude, all made by 11-year-old Kaylee Danish.
I read
Danish.
I read Danish and immediately knew that's not right.
Yeah, Danish. She paints the image for every flag or title herself and adds inspirational messages of support and appreciation on each one so essential workers can know just how grateful we are for the work they're doing. How many pictures am I up to?
This is your 3rd.
Kaylee has been leaving no stone unturned in her bid to honor a hero.
Honor a hero.
Around Morristown, Morris Plains, and Morris Township, staff and volunteers at local businesses and organizations have all been finding flags of gratitude dedicated to them.
Heck yeah.
So far, Kaylee has made an incredible 2,000 flags to encourage and uplift others, all of which can be seen on the Flags of Gratitude Facebook page.
I mean, like, you look at it with, like, if those flags are all the same size, I'd say you've probably got, like, 2 to 3 flags per one sheet of paper.
This picture right here is just amazing.
It's pretty cool.
That's like the Iwo Jima thing, and she literally, that's like amazing. That picture right there. The list of heroes Kaylee is honoring with her art continues to expand. This November 11th, with a little help from some Sharpie markers and paint pens, she's been honoring former service personnel by making special flags to place outside the Veterans of Foreign Wars site in Morris Plains. Last month, she also made flags for Morristown's Army and Navy Recruiting Center.
Heck yeah.
As part of her project, Kaylee is raising money for others. In July, she made $1,000 for Help Morris Now, which helps get food and clothing to local people in need. Now she's raising money for Good Grief, an organization that helps families going through loss, and Hubert's Animal Welfare, especially since she's doing whatever it takes to give back to the community. It makes me feel really good because I enjoy spreading kindness to people, says Kaylee. Her designs are being printed on 9-inch photo tiles so people can donate to the charity and have a keepsake that will last forever. Here's the Facebook page I'm going to copy. If you want to get involved or you want to buy one of her tiles, I'm going to put it in the chat here. Click on there and support Kaylee and support their town and spread the warming.
And support the veterans.
Yeah.
Support veterans. Go them.
Yes. I actually have another article here about, about veterans specifically.
About veterans specifically.
Well, actually, I guess we might as well just go ahead and get into it, right?
Yeah, might as well. Let's go right on in.
So today's National Pizza Without Anchovies Day.
Yep.
But yesterday here in the United States, we had Veterans Day.
Yep. Veterans Day fell on Wednesday.
Yeah, we honor all the people that give us the rights and the freedoms where I can sit here in the studio and talk freely, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I can literally say or do whatever I want.
People fought for our right and privilege to be doing exactly what we're doing right now.
With the limitations of whatever Twitch imposes, I guess.
Yeah, with the limitation of the DMCA and Twitch.
Yeah. Okay. So yesterday, and this article is dated, and it really won't apply. I guess I should have done the show yesterday when I knew about this. So it's kind of dated because it is truly only works for yesterday.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good news that actually came out of it when I went back to the article later. So I do want to read it. So if my pros are off, I'm sorry. Ignore me as I'm like between yesterday, today, do this today or whatever.
You have real issues with calendars. You know that?
I do. Okay. Tweet your thanks to a veteran today, and $25 goes to paying off their mortgage, and they're being surprised live. So this happened yesterday.
Surprise live.
So you thank a veteran, someone donates $25 to pay off their mortgage.
All right.
Okay, and that $25 is no big deal.
But still, $25 off your mortgage.
Yeah, no. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
There's more.
All right, Billy Mays, what do you have?
Together we can pay off the debt of those we are forever indebted to. Yesterday is Veterans Day, and on November 11th, each time a person tweets, "Thank you for your service," Veterans United is contributing $25 to paying off the home loans of deserving former military personnel. This amazing campaign is being marked by the hashtag Make It Mean More, because although they appreciate our gratitude, veterans deserve more than just a quick thanks.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
That should come without saying.
Following the progress throughout the day, and watch as Veterans United Home Loans, the nation's largest VA mortgage lender, post videos of the life-changing surprises on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. A live ticker of the number of tweets, which was, when I copied this, 71,000 and going up.
Nice.
With the amount of contributions, and this is the crazy part, $2 million so far. I should have gone here beforehand, but I was stuck at work today.
No, that's all right.
You can follow it on makeitmeanmore.com. Hank Bolden just received the news that after his mortgage was being totally paid off.
Completely paid off.
I'm going to read this back slower. Hank Bolden.
Nice. And you're even reading it slower, too. I think you might need a little more than just coffee there, bud.
Hank Bolden just received the news that his mortgage was being totally paid off. There's a video I'm going to post in a little bit.
Mortgage is expensive.
You should watch this stuff. An atomic veteran who served in California, he was just given a few years to live after being exposed to radiation while serving. Now he's a jazz saxophone student at the University of Hartford, and he's on track to complete his degree at the amazing age of 83. I should have put a picture up of this guy.
So he's an atomic veteran.
Yep.
On top of that, he went back to school.
On top of all of that.
I'm assuming survived his few years to live by a decent amount now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 83, and he's basically completed his degree.
And on top of all of that, decided to be a saxophone player.
And on top of that, he's a saxophone player.
Yeah,
he's a jazz man. And not only is he a normal saxophone player, he's a jazz saxophone player.
Yes. There is, I think that in the video down here, I'm going to post the video in a second, okay? In preparation for the campaign, the lender contacted Academy Award nominee actor Gary Sinise to surprise Navy veteran Bill Day with the news that his entire mortgage had been paid off. Me, exclaims Bill, a single father of four based in Albany, New York. He looks astonished as he says, I don't deserve this. You've served your country, you're taking good care of your family there, and you're working hard. We want to do this little something for you, the actor replies, smiling. The shock on Bill's face is obvious as he responds, my son is at school right now. He's severely autistic. We're having so many issues. This is just going to... You guys have no idea what you've just done for me. He tails off mid-sentence in tears. Thank you. That's all I can say. Log on to Twitter now, which you can't, I guess. Well, you can still send out tweets because they're still collecting. And say, all you need to say is 5 simple words. Thank you for your service. That's it. And you'll help pay off somebody's loan. So here is... Oh, I don't have the video.
Is it on their website? Because you have their website.
Where is it?
Up.
Oh.
There. Nope, you passed it. See it? There.
Yeah. Here, I'll post this in here. This is the website.
So that's the...
You can go to YouTube and search it. If you can get through, did you notice that YouTube was down yesterday?
YouTube was down yesterday. It was weird. I think they were doing a maintenance thing.
I was trying to do a broadcast on YouTube and we couldn't connect. And every video on everything that we clicked on YouTube, every video wasn't working, and it was that way for at least more than an hour that I was messing
Yeah, I
with
think
it.
YouTube went down for maintenance.
Yeah.
But it's weird because YouTube never goes down for maintenance.
Yeah, it was like, for those of you who have been watching our movie night thing we did, Iron Man, the other day, and he was like, just call it an exercise, accident, because that's the typical go-to.
Yep.
That's what happened.
I wonder if the algorithm messed up, because that'd be great if the algorithm went down. Oh, I'd be happy.
Yeah. Hopefully, everybody got to keep their jobs. Next article. A girl who challenged Dave Grohl to drum battle is now co-writing a song to perform with the Foo Fighters.
Imagine just walking up to some legendary drummer and you're like, hey.
Drum battle.
Yeah, exactly. Just drum battle.
So this girl actually plays the drums, too. I was thinking like drum battle, like...
No, just...
Yeah, actually playing. Here's her picture. I'll put it up here. 2 people who've been having quite a bit of fun during lockdown are Dave Grohl and a 10-year-old girl named Nandy. Since August, they've been taking each other on in the most epic drum battle. Now, the pair are getting ready to jam on stage someday. Nandy Bushell lives with her family in a pretty town of Ipswich in England, a superlative drummer. She's been playing since she was 5 years old. She kicked things off with Dave in summer when she posted a video where she drums to the Foo Fighters' hit song, Everlong. Nandy wasn't expecting one of the world's biggest rock stars to respond to her fun tweet, but before long, Dave Grohl was posting from the Foo Fighters account and matching her rendition, beat for beat. He then one-upped his new pal, suggesting they battle to them crooked vultures, dead-end friends. She matched the rock star's beats and then some. You got me, Dave had to concede. From there, Grohl penned a song just for Bushell. The accompanying video is incredible with his young daughters, hereby known as the Grohlettes, joining him as backup singers.
The Grohlettes.
I know, right?
I love that. That is amazing. The
copy
Grohlettes.
and paste this in the
Grohl and the Grohlettes.
Yeah. Nandy was overjoyed. She penned Dave a brilliant song right back called Rock and Grohl. Because there's no end to her talents, For her accompanying music video, she sang and played the guitar, bass, and the keyboard. Turns out Grohl was more than a little impressed by his new friend's ability to create an electric original tune. He responded on Twitter, "I'm down, but I'm not out. Your epic song will definitely be hard to beat, but I think you know just what to do." Yesterday, in a video call hosted by the New York Times, the pair met for the first time. "I get to meet a rock star. Oh my God," Dave said to Nandy. Of course, she couldn't stop laughing. The pair had a good chat about drumming, music, and making life fun. Then Dave started to look nervous. He said to Nandy, "I have a question. When the Foo Fighters finally come back to the UK, do you think you would get up on stage and jam with us?" Nandy's reply was immediate. "Yes, definitely. 100%. 100%.
100%.
"Okay," said Grohl, "but it has to be at the end of the set because you're going to steal the show. Or we should make it a song together." Cue furious head nods from Nandy and an emphatic yeah. The pair are now planning on creating a fast and rocking tune. So how did Nandy feel about her chat with the new BFF? As ecstatic as you can imagine. Here is the YouTube link I'll post. You should watch it. It is it's exciting to watch. Seriously, the electric, like, if you could think of, just think of the most famous person you could think of that you would like to meet, and then just imagine them showing up. Boom. The New York Times says, "You know what? I'm going to hook you up with whoever your idol is."
Spider-Man.
So funny.
Not any of this Tom Holland. No, I want Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Give me the Spider-Man.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not a drummer.
I'm not a drummer.
I've tried to play.
I did as well.
I can kind of get the two-hand thing, but the two-hand thing's and both feet working at the same time.
I got that working. I just didn't enjoy it.
I feel like I could if I had the practice.
Eh.
Like, you know.
Yeah. But I
have a musical background, and so do you, so I guess it's helpful.
I got it down. My cousin taught me how to do it, just like basic beat and whatnot. I got that down pretty good. Moved on to another thing. I got that down, but it just wasn't something I was enjoying.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to work. I just want to bang on my drum all day. Okay.
That was awful.
I know. I actually planned that to say that.
That was
I couldn't
so
help it.
bad.
I couldn't help it. All right. My next article.
So this is the man.
After disease forced acclaimed pianist to stop playing, a designer made gloves that brought his hands back to life. At 80, having performed to great acclaim with celebrated orchestras in the United States and abroad, Brazilian piano maestro João Carlos.
Oh, look, I didn't take Spanish.
I don't know what the little squigglies.
I didn't take Spanish.
What's the N over the A? I don't know.
No clue.
He had a stellar career. Unfortunately, until recently, a combination of degenerative disease and a series of injuries has all but stilled his talented hands. You can see in this picture.
So his hands are just locked closed.
Yeah. No longer able to master the piano, Martins turned to conducting. However, thanks to an ingenious invention of some bionic gloves, he's back at the keyboard, making music again. To be able to use all 10 fingers again more than 20 years later is a miracle for me at the age of 80, Martins told Reuters. In black neoprene extender gloves inspired by Formula One racing technology.
Why is it Formula One? Why is it racing?
You know what? Because
of all people, the people who sit in little like box set cars and go vroom around a track over and over again.
Says the guy who games in a thing that goes vroom in a track around a virtual track.
I don't have to worry about crashing.
See, that's all I do is crash because I'm not very good at the
Yeah, you're
driving thing.
terrible at driving games.
I remember playing Ghost Recon, and they're like, "You want to drive? You know what? No, I'll take the turret."
Yeah. Yeah,
Do
you
you
want
want
to
to? Do
drive?
you want to stay on the mountain? Because
Yeah.
maybe I shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, do you want to stay on the mountain? And then next thing you know, we'd be going
Yeah.
off the mountain.
The black neoprene extender gloves, inspired by Formula One racing technology, were the brainchild of industrial designer Ubitrin Bizarro Costa. Costa made the original prototypes using a 3D printer at the cost of about 125 bucks. I'm buying it. I'm buying a 3D printer. Unless one of you guys want to buy me a 3D
We
printer.
do.
We need a 3D printer.
Like in one of my classes, we do 3D modeling and animation, and we got I think we have 3D printers now that came in this year, and
If I were going to print something the size of the large Stream Deck here, how long would that take?
I made something that size.
About like
Took
what?
about 17 hours.
To print it?
It's slow because when you make it, a lot of the times it'll sketch its outside, but it'll have to fill in the inside, and that's what takes longer. And if depending on how it's made, it'll have to also construct bases to hold onto it while it's still hot until it can cool and support itself.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's super awesome. Now, can there be moving parts inside it that it'll print or no?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like a crescent wrench that has that one little screw in there and it goes?
You'd most likely have to print the parts separately and,
And then
then put
assemble it?
Yeah.
Okay, I could do that. Okay, 125 bucks. Martins had lost almost the entire range of motion in his fingers. The gloves, fitted with a system of spring rods that draw the fingers back up as notes are depressed on the keyboard, restored his ability to play. I did the first models based on images of his hands, but those were far from ideal, Costa said in an AP interview, reported by the Chicago Tribune. Costa first showed his invention to Martins after a concert in the Sao Paulo countryside. While the prototypes weren't fully functional, they were promising enough that Martins invited Costa to his home to continue development. I just created this as a gift to him, Costa told CGTN America. It's not really part of my main line of work. It was something for him to have fun with. I wasn't expecting all this interest. While the gloves have allowed Martins to resume playing, he doesn't expect his full abilities to come back overnight, if ever. I might not recover the speed of the past. I don't know what result I will get. I'm starting over as I learn. I'm starting over as though I was an 8-year-old learning, Martins admitted.
Makes sense.
Yeah, even so, Martins has the will and the discipline to keep working towards making the most of his second chance he's been given. He's even set himself a goal. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, Martins was slated to celebrate the 60-year anniversary of his first appearance at New York's famed Carnegie Hall this coming October by conducting a commemorative performance there. For the encore, he planned to play one of his favorite keyboard selections. While coronavirus protocol will likely determine whether or not the show goes on, Martins has already overcome his biggest obstacle. He believes the lesson he's learned on his road to recovery, to never give up, can serve as inspiration to others. It's kind of hope I can give to people who think maybe they can't do anything more after 80 or so, he told CGTN. At the age of 80, I think I can have a beginning again. And for that, he deserves a standing ovation. I'm going to put this video here to YouTube for him, and you can kind of see that. Anything?
It's cool.
So,
Piano's hard.
it is hard. And you know, I had I knew, I knew a piano teacher, and you're going to laugh when I tell you what his name is, because his name is Jerry. For real. It seems like there's a whole bunch of Jerrys.
There's a whole bunch of Jerrys running around.
So this guy had met up with this lady who was retired. I feel like she was in her 60s or 70s.
All right.
And he was teaching her granddaughter, I think, to play the piano. And this lady had a piano at her house, and he was tuning it or something and teaching. And he said to her, how come you don't play, or what do you play or something? She says, oh, I don't play. And he says, well, why don't you learn to play? You have this nice piano. And she says, oh, I'm too old. I'm like 70 years old. I don't remember exactly how old she was, but like 70. I'm just too old, to learn anything. I'm
Yeah.
70 years old. And Jerry said to her, do you feel like you're going to live 3 years? And she's like, what? He's like, do you think you're going to, kick the bucket before 3 years from now? And she says, no, I'm going to plan to live 3 years. He goes, then I can teach you to play the piano. And so he did. And honestly, truly, she started doing recitals like a year into it. So, I mean, you're not too old to learn or do anything. I mean, since March, right? We started piecing this together like March, April-ish or something,
Yeah.
right?
Close to there.
I don't even remember. But like, I can honestly say I have learned a ton of stuff in the last few months.
Yeah.
Just with video and audio. And I knew video and audio before, but piecing this together for myself, we've got robotic cameras, we have an actual robot, and stream decks and stuff. Like I knew how to do some things, but like we've really taken it to like the next level. We've got like a pretty nice studio.
It's very nice. It's comfy.
I mean, it's pretty cool, and there's more coming. We have it done. We just have a new, I don't know, game plan, I guess, going forward. So we have like a lot of good stuff in the works, I think.
I think so. But there's no anchovies in there.
No anchovies in there. No. My last article. I think this is my last article. A man sits with a typewriter on the New York City sidewalks to help strangers send letters to friends feeling blue.
Friends feeling blue.
Now this is like, I don't know. I'm looking for articles, right? I spend time looking for good news so I can come and share it. This one, when I read it, I was like excited because this guy's mentality is just like ours.
Yeah.
His whole purpose is to just spread cheer.
Heck yeah.
Like not even Christmas time.
Go that guy.
Just free cheer.
Yeah, free cheer.
We're giving away free cheer on the show today and tomorrow.
It's not a drink.
You can put his picture up. Before the invention of text messaging, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember that far back?
Yeah, I remember that far back. I'm not that old.
I actually looked at a picture of my great-grandmother today, and I think my father thought I didn't recognize her, and I knew who she was.
Yeah?
And it's, I don't know, I have memories like that, like from 3 years old, and I remember stuff in enough detail that people like you couldn't possibly remember. And I told a family member detail the other day, and they were like, oh my goodness, you do remember. Like you couldn't have remembered that dog. I remember the dog, I remember his name, I remember events. Anyway, so before the invention of text messaging, which made it super easy to send a note to a friend, and before there were telephones in every home that could connect you instantly with loved ones, there were letters.
There were letters.
We have a mutual friend, Mrs. Dye.
Yep.
And that's her thing.
She loves letters.
She loves letters. Loves letters. Not necessarily cards, but actual letters.
But letters.
Like she is
physical
like,
thing.
Like I think she gets like an endorphin dump every time she starts writing one.
She might.
And you know what she likes even more than letters? Ellipses. Wait, ellipses?
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 I think it's ellipses.
3 dots.
Ulysses?
3 dots. She loves them.
Yep.
And then the second most thing that she loves, the word ha. Ha! Ha! I lost my place. Oh, there were letters. Sure, you might need to wait a few days or weeks for the postman to deliver it, but the special feeling it contained made it worth the wait.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten like a letter in your like lunch bag from your mom?
No.
Never.
Not that I can recall. No.
I can recall back to 3 years old. I remember like opening up my lunchbox at school and finding like a note or a letter or something that I know that my mom put in there, and it just made you feel good at that time.
Yeah.
So I don't really write letters because I'm a horrible human being, and I'm really bad with cards too. But for my kids, instead of writing letters in their lunchbox, you know what I do?
Because I'm a
I
horrible.
know, because I'm a horrible human being. I would drive to McDonald's and I would buy the fries or the meal and then like show up at their school during lunchtime.
Yeah.
I've showed up at your lunch break,
Just, hey, you forgot your lunch.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been there. And like
Showed up with my mother.
And like all the kids are like, what? You know, like nobody does that. So that's like cooler than a letter, I think, but maybe not. Although a letter offers no instant gratification, handwritten correspondence were always the highly anticipated and savored. Their stationery, envelope, and stamp were saved as mementos to be read and reread and treasured. That's why you have the Hallmark seal.
Yeah.
Just because not only the letter and the card,
But the
like
seal.
the presentation, it
Yep.
all goes together.
Everything.
In the face of worry over the coronavirus pandemic and all the stress it has placed on New Yorkers, a Brooklyn-based performance artist and English professor, Brandon Wolf, came up with the idea of reviving the letter writing tradition as a means to reach out and comfort one another. Knowing that people have lost loved ones, jobs, and businesses, and given up simple pleasures like hugs from a friend, Wolf began to ponder how to... Did I say ponder?
Ponder. Wolf began to ponder.
Wolf began to powder his nose.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Wolf began to ponder.
Wolf began to ponder how to help people make meaningful connections. His answer was to take a page from history. When interpersonal connection is risky, what are other ways we can be together? Wolf pondered in an interview with the Park Slope Scribe. See, that's hard.
Park slopes.
Park
The
Slope
Park
Scribe.
Slope Scribe.
The Park Slope Scribe. What is a better experience than getting a piece of mail in your mailbox from somebody you didn't expect to hear from? Using a vintage portable typewriter, which you can see right here, right? The old
Right
school
there.
typewriter. Boom. No electric required.
Right there. Nope, no
It's got the
electric.
arm
It's
that
just
goes like...
straight. Just type it. Just set it up and you go. Although it needs ink.
Yeah, I know. Using a vintage portable typewriter and seated on a folding chair alongside a mailbox for his sign says, "Free letters for friends feeling blue." Wolf spent several hours, a few days a week, for 4 weeks, typing letters to his Park Slope, Brooklyn neighbors. The 37-year-old New York University teacher dubbed his post-dramatic street performance the Console, short for consolation. Let's not mourn our mailbox, malaligned. As vessels of civic futility, he wrote on Facebook in a poem as a project manifesto. But make renewed use of them to sit together at a distance and console one another and those we love. Posting letters from the edge, I'll be at the mailbox all month with paper and stamps and hand sanitizer, ready to serve as your medium, your console. Together, if you like, we can take a moment to type a note of consolation, a blue-edged missive to a friend you think could use it. By the project's end, Wolf had typed more than 50 missives. While some letters were dictated, his favorites were the collaborative efforts between himself and the letter writer, tweaking the intentional prose while forming a unique emotional bond between sender and scribe. That definitely gets our stamp of approval.
Thing is my stamp of approval.
Here is
I like old-fashioned things.
Here's a YouTube video of the article. And actually, I found his webpage here.
He has a webpage.
And this is his webpage, BrandonWolfPerformance.com.
All right.
And you can see all of that jazz.
Ain't that something?
All that jazz.
BrandonWolfPerformance.com.
Yeah. So, I actually used an old school typewriter a couple of times. And the problem
Have you?
is, well, I wasn't a fast typer back then. I type way faster now than I used to.
Because you're on flat, you're not going up and down.
But I used to try to hit the letters at the same time or fast enough that like they would jam together. So they had these little arms that would
Yeah,
come
it
up
would
and they'd
come-
aim for the
click it.
middle. And you get two of them that would hit and they would stick there. And that was my goal in life. Now, I'm pretty sure that I was probably ruining the typewriter that I was
Did you
in
get it?
on.
Did you accomplish your
Oh,
goal?
several times. You're like, it's kind of like playing chopsticks on the piano. And you try to get it to
Yeah.
stick. Yeah. And then they had like the old school like word processors, which were really cool because you could type it ahead of time per line. And then
Yeah.
the bad thing about the typewriters was when you made a mistake, you had to like pull the page up, white it out, go
Yep.
back and redo it. The word processor, you could type it and then make your corrections, and then when you hit enter at the end of the thing, it would go back and type the whole line at
Just-
once. Yeah. And that was kind of cool to watch just because
I think it's cool to just watch things work.
So I wasn't a fast typer. I'm still not. I mean, I mess up quite a bit. But I remember typing a whole report. It was like 5 pages on the word processor and not letting it print.
Yeah.
I held it back. And then I fed the paper in, and then I watched it type it all fast. And my mom could hear it in the other room like I was doing my homework.
Yeah.
And it made me feel really good. Like, it was a ploy. Like, I could play games
Oh,
or
yeah.
something well. But what ended up happening was it typed it so fast that, like, the 5 pages were done in, like, under a minute. And like, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do because she could hear me typing.
Yep.
But at the end of it, I was like, everybody was shocked
Yeah.
that I could literally type
like,
600 words a minute.
Just
You type 600 words a minute? Like, it's like...
yeah. All I hear is just.
I did a 5-page report from memory on the thing without spelling errors or anything and typed it all out in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, dude. 100%.
So, anyway, that kind of backfired a little bit, but
But hey, it was probably cool to watch.
hey, it was super cool to watch. Guess we can move on to, do you have something for us today?
Yeah, I could talk about something. I
Push
could talk
your
about some things.
Guess what?
Guess what?
It's Dyer's Content Corner.
How you doing?
You have it.
So I wanted to ask you about this. So I couldn't find out where this place was.
Okay.
How big of a slice of pizza have you ever had? What is the biggest like single slice of pizza you've ever had?
Oh, man. Like the Sbarro or whatever at the pizza, in the bottom of the mall?
Oh, yeah, that place. I found a place that for $15, whatever size pizza you want, 2 feet long. 2 foot long, 1.5 foot wide crust slice of pizza.
I would say the other ones are like maybe 10 inches by probably about a foot.
And they serve it to you on like this giant cutting board with your own pizza slicer, so you can just roll it, take off slices as you go.
That's awesome.
It's the coolest, and it's not expensive.
No.
It's pretty cheap. Cause like a lot of places slices of pizza are what, like $1?
So you get a slice of pizza that's not a pizza, but then they give you a pizza slicer to slice up your already slice of pizza, so it's manageable.
Exactly. Cause like because even if you fold that one or you roll it up, I don't think you're gonna do that one all on your own there, bud.
We're definitely gonna have to title this something about pizza.
Something about pizza and 2 feet pizza.
Ooh, there's something about pizza. There's our title.
There's something about pizza. So
We
Uh,
got the wrong meal for dinner tonight.
yeah, but it's all right because
Yeah.
there's always tomorrow.
So what's the name of the place?
I don't know. I couldn't find out where it was. I whenever I looked it up, I kept finding pictures of the same picture that I'd seen, and other pictures, but they were all shot inside the exact same place. and like you could see a kitchen and a counter and everything in the background, but nobody had the name of the place written down.
I would say like I've had a big, maybe 24-inch pizza, a quarter slice of that. I think that's probably the biggest.
The
I've had.
closest that I got was, it was in Washington.
Mhm.
That's the closest that I got to figuring out where it was.
Yeah.
I just know it's in the state of Washington.
Somewhere there.
That's yeah, somewhere in there.
Somewhere over the rainbow in Washington. I'm not driving to Washington for a pizza.
My stuff is all food themed today. So.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Yeah, wait, there's more. In Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
I literally couldn't find the names of any of these places, and I feel really bad about it because I want to go there. In Portland, Oregon, there's a place that makes these things called Mancakes.
Okay, you have my attention.
It is a pancake, but it's designed for a man. So imagine a normal pancake is about what, like this big, right? A man cake is about this big, and you can get them in stacks of like 10. And they'll be covered in whipped cream and syrup and butter, and they're called Mancakes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You get, because we can't stop talking about pizza today, you get a pancake the size of a pizza that's multiple
Yeah, and you get them in
pancakes
stacks.
stacked with whipped cream and stuff all over that.
Yep.
You pour syrup all over it, right?
Yep.
And
Get your butter. Yep. Maybe some peanut butter if you're feeling spicy.
I feel like that is probably not healthy.
That is probably...
Well, you know what? It would be. I get it now. Excuse me. I would like the 6-inch tall man cake with what do you want to drink? You know what? I'm gonna have a chocolate Slim Fast with that. I feel like that would probably make it okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh man.
So, I've got another thing in Portland.
Okay, man cake. I'm looking this up.
Mancakes. I need you to find Mancakes. No, it's all one word. They're one thing. Not, it's...
There they are. All recipe. You can make them yourself.
Making yourself Mancakes. They're big. That is not a man cake. There it is, look, Mancakes, Portland. Is one of the things that popped up.
What about this typing thing? I was having a hard time.
So, Mancakes. No, wait, go back. Look at the video. In videos, look at them.
This one?
Yeah. Just, like, look at the thumbnail. So take your mouse off it.
Yeah.
So it shows thumbnail. Look at how big they're massive.
Okay, I
things.
can't put this on the show because
No,
we're
you
gonna
can't.
get like content issues.
Yeah, DMCA'd into outer
I'm gonna
space.
put this YouTube link on there, where you can see your very own man cake.
Yeah, you gotta scroll back before they started eating it, so you can see what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Do you see them? Do you
That's cool.
see how big they are?
look
They're
at that kid.
massive.
That guy is like maybe $1.20 soaking wet. I don't know. There's no way he could possibly eat through. That's pretty cool. Eating
So,
from the center so
yeah.
all your syrup doesn't fall off.
Yep. So I've got 2 more things in Portland, Oregon as well.
Okay.
Another one. How many ounces? What's the biggest ounce of steak you've had?
I had like a bison steak. Probably like the biggest. I don't know. 20?
How about a 72-ounce steak?
That's
That-
like the whole cow.
That's like this big and this tall.
Do you remember the Flintstones?
Yes.
When they
Yep,
walk out
that's
with the thing and they put
yep.
on the side of the car and the car tips over?
Yeah, that's exactly that. Also in Portland, Oregon. And the final thing in Portland, Oregon, a burger that stands about a yard tall.
3-foot tall burger.
Yeah.
A single size?
Multiple patties,
Yeah.
onion rings, everything stands.
How do you... can't-
I think the way to go about something like that is you get it, you lay it sideways and you cut it down the middle to split it, and then like cut it in like individual sandwiches.
Oh man.
I think that's the way I'd go about it.
Yeah.
But I spent the entire week looking at food.
I'm pretty sure that
I should have been I was supposed to be doing my English homework. No, I was looking at cheeseburgers.
I feel like
that
I read
could
this
kill me.
article. They were trying to find the link between Portland, Oregon, and heart disease.
No, that's like the heart attack grill or whatever it's called in like Las Vegas.
And Portland's trying to kick them out.
Portland, Oregon is a place of food. I've just deemed it a place of food.
Yeah. You know what? I said I wasn't going to drive to Washington, but I might drive to Portland.
Isn't that even farther?
You know what? And then I'm going to Ironman my way back home, on a bicycle.
You're gonna swim across a few lakes
to try to just, paddle some of that off.
Yeah, get your 2.4 mile
My
swim in.
Mancakes.
It's like, all right, you did your swimming. Have a few Mancakes.
Well, you have something else?
You ever seen? So you know how people make like just things that are stupidly out of proportion. Like wine glass.
Caricatures that I can never say.
Caricatures. It's like character. The chairs.
See,
Character
I have a
chairs.
hard enough time getting through some of these articles with people's names, and I don't like carrots.
Caricatures. So, I found these massive wine glasses.
I think we have caricatures on our.
We do.
Right over there. Well, although your face gets cut
Yeah,
off.
my face has been cut off basically since we got here.
I don't
Since
think
we've
that-
been here for like the past, I don't know, 3 months. My
Didn't
face
you
is.
hang the camera?
You hung. I hung the other camera.
Okay.
For like
Okay.
the past 3 months, my face has been cut off.
So, you were saying.
So I found massive wine glasses
Uh-huh.
that hold 7 gallons of stuff, of whatever liquid you want.
Specifically wine.
Specifically wine. 7 gallons of wine. And yeah, they're just these mess. So there's a video of a guy testing it out, and he literally walks up and goes, and slowly tilted it back.
Okay, you need to start coming ahead. That way you can post these links.
Well, the issue is all the videos were on YouTube.
Well, we could post them. At least I could watch
Oh
it
yeah,
later.
we should do that. I have them on my watch history. I can show them to you.
All right. You know what? Later in Discord, Dyer/Squish/ whenever I mess up his real name.
And / God knows whatever else I get called.
He's gonna post in the. I didn't bring it to the.
I'll
video.
post a link of a YouTuber ate Mancakes, the steak, and the burger all in one video.
Maybe you can make just a Dyer's Corner content channel. And we'll post it all in there.
Might as well.
Yeah. Maybe I can make a good news channel too. Yeah.
Well, that's where you could throw all your links.
Yeah, I
Make
know.
things more organized.
Yeah, I guess so. Instead of just putting it in the general chat. What's next on our food thing? Because I'm really starting to get hungry.
Do you want to keep going then if you're starting to get hungry?
I'm starving. You had me at Mancakes. You had me literally at Mancakes.
When I first heard the word Mancakes, I imagined just pancakes that had just 6 packs engraved in them. Those are Mancakes.
I thought, you know what? I can't say what
You
I thought.
can't
this
say
is a
that.
family friendly. This is a family friendly thing.
Just tell me after the show. It'll be all right. Make sure we're not streaming.
You know when you have a person who's slightly overweight and they have their belt on and they kind of hang over the belt?
Yep. They gotta have the muffin top.
I'm thinking a man cake is where you're sitting on the chair and you're behind, kind of over secretarial spreads over the side. That would be a man cake.
That's awful. That's terrible.
And that's the G-rated version.
That's terrible.
What else would you call it? You know what? Never mind.
So you want me to answer that?
All right.
Okay, so our final one is we have tacos.
Tacos. Okay.
Tacos.
I'm on it.
So we're actually not on big scale. We're on the small scale.
Uh-huh.
$700 tacos
What?
that are this big and they're bite-sized.
Oh, you know what? I think I saw that.
It was on. Didn't we watch on one of the food things?
I think I saw
one
it
of
on
the food tastings.
things,
Yeah, because that's where I found it.
$700 tacos.
It's stupidly expensive.
Okay, we need
Because
that
because
company.
it's
Who makes them?
it's some stupid fancy restaurant.
And where?
Probably New York.
Okay, we're going to call them and we're going to see if they want to sponsor the show.
So, because what it is, so it's some special taco shell, and instead of meat, it's all like caviar.
Okay, changed my mind. I don't want it.
Yeah, I think there's like truffle or something on it too.
Oh, okay. Well, still, I don't want it.
You don't like caviar?
It's more the $700 thing. I think that's getting me at this point in time.
Your wallet is smacking you in the back of the head.
You know, you're coming really close to violating the caviar, the sardines, anchovies.
You're having a real issue today.
I have a hard time.
Is it because you're hungry?
You know what? And I just realized that, like, when I told the story about my grandpa and the anchovies, they were actually sardines. Yeah. So I'm having a I'm having a moment. Is this what senior moments are?
You're having your first ever senior moment. Congrats. You're growing up.
The good news is I don't have Mancakes yet. Oh, man.
Nah, I'm done. I'm done after that
right.
one.
Well, let's go eat. We appreciate you guys joining us on the show.
Thanks for coming out.
I would say like and subscribe and all that stuff, but you can't do that on Twitch. What's the verb?
No, you can subscribe on Twitch.
Subscribe on Twitch.
But we have to be an affiliate because subscriptions cost money.
Okay, we need you guys to start watching every day
Follow
with all your friends. Follow us and then
follow your friend. Follow your friends.
Get your friends.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends to follow you to the Twitch Digital Stab 57.
Do you want me to take this? You're
Go
having
ahead.
a real issue. Okay. Tell your friends. Bring them out to the show. If they like it, have them follow the show for future episodes. And if we ever become Twitch affiliates,
when we become
Twitch affiliates, and when we become Twitch partners, you can subscribe if you want.
Yes.
And that just shows us that you really enjoy the content that you're seeing here on the channel.
In the short term, we look forward to seeing you back here next week at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Central Standard Time. Yes.
Now, right? Not daylight savings.
4 p.m. now.
Yeah. All right, you guys have a great week. We'll see you next one.